You know the joke where you can never get the USB in the correct way the first time? Well, I'm just making sure you knew that the logo faces up, right? That's it. As night follows day, it'll go in, and if it's on its side, then the contact insert meets the logo. Take a look next time. A pound cake from 1904. Pound cake is one of my favorite things to do, but I'm single, so it's been a while. It's called such because the traditional recipe is a pound each of butter, sugar, eggs, and flour. Nothing else. We start by beating the butter. Now we slowly cream in a pound of sugar. Oh boy! Now I'm beating and creaming by hand because, as any man could tell you, that's how we all first learned. Good heavens! How many eggs? 9. We beat them in gradually. This is wild. And finally, the flour. Fold into a bundt. We bake this in a moderately slow oven for 80 to 100 minutes. Hello? I really just JFK'd this cake. Man, that's wonderful. For something that doesn't have any flavoring at all, you would not believe it. With a texture like nothing else. It's very good. But we don't talk about this. You know, I love hotels as much as the next guy, but this is the first hotel where I can take a big fucking shit while looking out onto the highway. Like Morning Carol, I'm taking a big douche. Coke and Peanuts, 1922. This is a special edition of Dylan's Kitchen. I'm currently in Death Valley, California, where the temperature is 128 degrees Fahrenheit, 53 degrees Celsius. What does that feel like? Well, it's painful. But regarding Coke and Peanuts, this is a snack that originated from the 1920s, where workmen and tradesmen on their lunch break didn't want to dirty up their peanuts with their grubby hands, and they wanted to enjoy their Coca-Cola, so they combined the two. You tear open a pack of salted peanuts, dump them in your glass, make it a mash. Oh, it's chunky. Doesn't that look charming? This is the first time I've had to chew Coca-Cola. I could dig this, though understand I may be biased because it is an oven. Yep. I think the battery's dead. Another old car versus new car. No legroom. Conceive several children. Equipped with an airbag. This came equipped with a concussion. Fits a suitcase. 5 to 6 dead bodies. Automatic Jesus beams. High beam foot button. Stiffer than a nun. Suspension softer than a cloud. Seatbelts. Death. I was not going to respond to these, but there at least been 3,700 of these comments. Yes, that's how I say the plural of roof. You're really telling me you Americans say roofs? Say roofs 3 times and tell me you don't sound like a baby dog. Gee, look at all these roofs. If you really say that, then I'm Richard Nixon. You don't spell the word like that. That's a very old, outdated spelling, but you sure as a damsel in distress pronounce it that way. The maximum speed limit in this entire country is 35 kilometers per hour. That's 20 for my Americans. I think I've ran faster to take a dump. In fact, the country of Bermuda is one of the slowest driving in the world. Some of these roads can actually be as low as 10 kilometers per hour, also known as get out and walk. Quite necessary, I might add, because of how small our roads are. It's not uncommon to have to pull over and give way to oncoming traffic. In fact, our roads are so small that all top 20 of America's best-selling cars are outlawed because they're too big. So, the next time you're in Bermuda, don't speed. Is it just me, or the older you get, the more you have to work to not look like shit? Because I swear, when I was 15, 16, get in a rut, you're fine. Don't leave the house for a few days, no worries. 25 now, I look like I hit a bus. Hair looks like that thing you pull out of the bottom of the shower drain. I mean, good lord, you've really outdone yourself. Hey, Dylan. Yeah? How do you play old-timey jazz like that? Well, you take your hand, you make it into a claw, and then you paw at the piano like a slightly angry cat. That's it? Yeah. No. Wouldn't you be hitting wrong notes then? Yes, sir. What is that? Where does it come from? I don't understand this fucking... Oh! You know what? I get it. You have fog lights. But guess what? Doesn't mean you always need to have them on. There's actually one very helpful hint to know if you should have them on, and that's if there's fog. What are you trying to find down here? Squirrels? Groundhogs? Onion rings? A Swedish meat ring. The slogan for this cookbook is, "It's digestible." Crisco. We don't know what it is either. Make a pie pastry with Crisco. All caps. Remember, kids, the main ingredient in pie pastry is self-doubt. Oh, no. A Christmas miracle. Onion. Here come the tears. Like my mom after a glass of wine. Fire. Fry in 2 tablespoons of Crisco. On this episode of Dead White People. Ground beef. Who's mooing now? The tomatoes and the beef. Lighting very good. I stay right together with you. It's like if a beef Wellington got sad. This feels familiar. Brush with egg to make presentable. Honey, that ship has sailed. Cream peas. I didn't know tuberculosis had a color scheme. I've baked a toilet. I won't lie, it smells good. Tastes good, but it feels like a pre-existing condition. Old car versus new car. Quiet, luxurious V8. If it's not loud, how will they know it's a V8? 4-speed automatic. Why is there 10 gears? Why is there 10 of anything? Adult turn signals. Teenage angst. Halogens. My headlights are Jesus! Bench seat. Heated and cooled seats. If I had a butt, I'm sure I'd like it. Map light. We got RGB Gamer MLG Pro. I'm driving a brothel. Ponies. I don't know about you lot, but my exams, my midterms are about to go as smoothly as a wet cat in a paper bag. I'm talking fork in the garbage disposal level mayhem here. My results are going to be like scrolling through a bowl of Cheerios. I'm talking zeros! A lot of people tell me, Dylan, I don't know why you daily drive this car. It's got no modern safety features. It's going to be the end of you. And I say, oh, that's where you're wrong. This car has one very important safety feature, and it's called the constant fear of dying. And I'll tell you what, it's very efficient. Spatchcocked, the past tense of spatchcock, my number 47 favorite word in the English language, which is criminally underutilized. It is used in the culinary sphere to describe a method through which you prepare chicken. You remove the spine and then flay the bird in half in order to better cook it evenly. But I like to use it as a threatening verb. Like, if you don't pass me that Oreo, I'm gonna spatchcock you. It comes from 17th century shorthand for dispatching the... I mean, good lord. Also happens to be Grindr's official slogan. Instant coffee isn't instant. If it was, I'd be able to do this. Huh? Richard Nixon! I am very awake. You know, I don't care what they say. Wyoming summers are beautiful. They're gorgeous. They're absolutely f***ing ridiculous. Goddamn freezing Siberian looking. God damn. Tell me, is it just me, or does the one day that you look like shit, the one day that all of the attractive people in your vicinity just crawl out of the woodwork? I've been going to the hardware store every day for the past 7 days looking good, but the one day that I look like I've crawled out of purgatory is the one day that all of the Adonises just grace the aisles. I'm covered in sawdust and I smell like 10W40, but today is the day that you 6-foot bullshit tan chiseled motherfucker decided to small talk with me. Where were you when I looked good? There she blows, Captain! Fucking beauty!
English breakfast at night! One for me ex-wife, one for me mum, one for me pa, one for me cat. Shut out! An anchor started more viciously than the hurricane of 1882. I lost my dick in that storm. Now I've got an iron cock. Do you know how hard it is to piss from an iron cock?
Am I the only one seeing all of these young accomplished people on TikTok with their new singles out, their new albums out? Because that's great, that's fantastic, but you're making me feel bad. Because you know what I have out? I have a Hot Pocket out of the microwave. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting sick of hearing everyone's beautiful Instagram-worthy summer goals. Oh, I want to take a road trip up the Pacific. Oh, I want to fucking tour the Mediterranean with my 7'13" Italian god of a fiance. No, my summer goal is to finish a chapstick. Can someone kindly explain to me why American middle-aged suburban men act so strange as soon as they enter a hardware store? Well, paint me red and call me a barn there. Randy, is that you, buddy? How the hell are you? What's that? Oh, Bill, buddy, as I live and breathe. Who let you out of the loony bin? Oh, Randy, you always were a goof, you rusty cotter pin. Hey, Lonnie told me you're building a new deck. Well, Bill, Lonnie's right, that old tease. I'm here getting ready to refinish the deck there. Say, how's your 2x4 holding up? My 2x4? Yeah, I just said it like a second ago. Well, gee, I say you better ask the wife, huh? You know, I never need to worry about what side of the gas pump I'm on. You know why? He takes it in the rear. A baked bean pizza from 1954. Now, I'm scared of lots of things, including the IRS, clowns, and English majors. But I'm most afraid of beans where they don't belong. Oh, dear. The sauce begins with a can of tomato paste, plus 8 ounces of spaghetti sauce. Really starting out on the wrong foot. More like the wrong limb. Add oregano for an authentic taste. I feel like I'm in Italy. For the crust, we squashed together refrigerator biscuits. Sorry, what were you saying about authentic? On goes the sauce. A bit of Parmesan. Now 20 ounces of baked beans. What part of Italy are you from? Kentucky? In the center, some fresh mozzarella. How to get an entire country to hate you. Step 1. This. $4.25 for 10, then $3.25 for 20. No. We can serve this with anchovies or sardines. How about a swift death?
Oh, what? What is wrong with you?
You are sick! It's just vile. You know, I never need to worry about what side of the gas pump I'm on. You know why? He takes it in the rear. So what are you guys' favorite terrible gas station food? Personally, mine are these cheese and peanut butter crackers that have been on the shelf since the Nixon administration. You guys like powdered donut people or what? I have no idea where I am. Well, when I parked the Cadillac, the gas gauge was half full. And it is now very much, empty. Out of boom juice. I'm now sitting in a very large paperweight. Come on, Herman. Every self-respecting man should own a NATO jerry can. Hold this. I seem to have an expired registration. Sheriff O'Malley, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Please don't arrest me. Showtime. Drink. Come on, darling. Well, let's start. One pump for good measure. Okay, this is outside. What the f— Hi, I'm Dylan, and I literally feel like I'm house sitting in a horror story. Knock, knock. The most horrifying abomination I've seen in years. I am in the belly of the beast. This looks older than Jimmy Carter. Oh, what in Sister Mary fucking Joseph is that? What are you? Fucking Mickey Mouse umbrella. I am not exaggerating. This is nothing short of horrifying. It is pitch black. Is it this way? No, sir. Water heater, furnace, toilet. I don't like anything to do with this. I don't think I can explain to you how creepy this fucking situation. Oh. Okay, we're never going back in there again. A Snickers salad from 1974. Yes, this is one of these salads, which definitely isn't a salad because America is unsupervised and they can't be stopped. We start by chopping 10 ounces worth of Snickers bars. Hey, Dylan, what you doing? Oh, I'm just making my salad. You know, with the chocolate bars. Come on. Cup of cold milk. Mood juice. 2 packs of vanilla pudding. 4 Granny Smith apples. For what? Solidarity? Granny don't deserve this. Whatever happened to respect your elders? Now into the pudding goes a tub of Cool Whip because we don't give a shit. In goes the apples. And the Snickers. You don't measure this in calories. No, you measure this in years taken off of your life expectancy. For best results, chill. You need to chill. Is it good? No. Is it bad? No, it's sugar! Go ahead, feed this to a child. You're gonna yeet them into orbit. Goodbye, Johnny. Post-terrestrial. Where's Johnny? Johnny is gone.
Well, hi there. Say, you know coconuts don't look like this by themselves, right? All this cartoon propaganda your country has fed you, these things just hold up in trees looking like this, falling down looking like this. Yeah, it's fake news, you know? It's big coconut propaganda. Wouldn't believe the amount of arguments I got in today of people telling me, Dylan, what do you mean this isn't the whole coconut? This is what all coconuts look like. I said, no, this is just the center of the fruit. And yes, it is a stone fruit, just like a peach, just like an apricot. Maybe it's just Wyoming, but coconuts are green. Coconuts. You need to use a hatchet or a machete to get to the center of this, and then you need to break this open. So, don't let big coconut fool you.
Ah, yes, this is the papaya here. People say looks strange fruit, but tastes good. You know, only thing you need to remove the bolts. The bolts you need to scoop out.
French Revolution, your pineapple.
Nasty. Oh, it's nasty. Oh, loud.
You want a 1:3 papaya to pineapple ratio.
Sweetened condensed milk.
I'll never not be grossed out by this.
Ice.
Ginger beer.
About a half a can.
What you're left with is the nectar of the gods.
Broiled humdingers from 1967. Don't ask. This is a Spam recipe, one of mid-century America's favorite things, right up there next to big cars and being prejudiced. First up, we put our can of Spam in a blender. It's gonna be one of those days, huh? Perfect! If this red flag was any bigger, it would be a blanket. To the ground Spam, we add a teaspoon of mustard, plus 2 tablespoons of ketchup, which is spelled catsup. Why? Quarter cup of moo juice and a half cup of oats. I just don't understand. Are there worse things than this? Doubt it. You know, jokes aside, I'm quite disturbed by this. The next step is to strain our can of halved peaches. Of course it is. The epitome of logic. I think I'm becoming jaded. Peaches onto a baking sheet. Form some patties. Squish. Broil these on the top rack for 10 minutes. Maybe they'll disappear. Well, some didn't make it, which is unfortunate because it means some did. Well, that was utterly horrendous. Thank you.